Will Jessica Jones be joining the MCU? Now, the question has been asked by many fans, by many fans. And while there are reports that she will return, either in Daredevil Born Again or Echo, some fans worry that she won't. Personally, I really hope she does, as Jessica Jones, in my opinion, was a great character, and was also a really good show, focusing on trauma and addiction, along with stuff that is very serious for the MCU, such as rape, domestic abuse, and etc. Personally, from what has been revealed so far, that being Daredevil, Kingpin, Punisher are all returning or already have returned to the MCU, Jessica being next, in my opinion, is a very understandable theory. Because, yeah, she had her own show, and it was highly regarded. Or at least the first season was, even if I liked all of 3 seasons. In fact, season 2 is my favorite. Also, when it was first reported by Deadline, it said that Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and Punisher were the characters that the MCU was most interested in bringing back. Then Luke Cage was also stated to be a character likely to come back, and Kingpin is already back. Sorry, Iron Fist. I have to admit, I was not a big fan of Iron Fist. I couldn't get through the pilot episode. And I was also not a big fan of him in Defenders. I am very sorry to any Iron Fist fans I offended by saying that. Jessica Jones also had a very strong supporting cast. Malcolm, Trish, Jerry, all great characters in my opinion. Well, okay, I wasn't a big fan of Trish, but I did like that she became a villain. I don't really like Hellcat in the comics either. But I did like her becoming a villain and kind of having like this whole yin and yang thing with Jessica. Jessica also had a very strong villain in the first season in the form of Kilgrave, then Alyssa, then Fool Killer. I personally actually like Alyssa, but a lot of people weren't a big fan of her because she was a somewhat original character. As yes, she was in the comics to a degree. She was dead and wasn't really ever talked about. Well, I just found Fool Killer really stiff. Jessica also had a very strong relationship with Luke Cage, which was both a strong relationship and a very complex one, with the fact that she did kill his wife, even if she was under the control of Kilgrave. That relationship also ended in a way that brought the characters still being friends, which, while I was happy to see exes as friends, I personally really like the characters together in the comics, and I also like them together on the show, so it's kind of sad that they didn't end up being together. 2 characters I do hope also return to the MCU, because I also really like Luke Cage. Just really not Iron Fist. I'm sorry, Iron Fist. I like Misty Knight too. And Punisher, of course. The Netflix Marvel shows had a lot of great characters, like heroes, villains, just a lot of amazing characters. Cottonmouth, Mariah, Kilgrave, Alyssa, Kingpin, Elektra, Bullseye, Jigsaw. I can't think of any more, but there are a lot of great villains and heroes and side characters, most of whom I hope do return to the MCU. And for Iron Fist fans, if you want him to return, I hope he does for your sake. Personally, I don't think I would care that much if he did or not return. But if he does, I'm probably going to be very confused because I did not finish his series. I know him and Colleen are together, which I have mixed feelings about because they don't really seem like a couple. They seem more like just best friends. Or that's at least what I got from when they appeared on Luke Cage and when they're on Defenders. Anyways, that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.